hello again to the 11 of you out there, and this event is a fucking joke. Like, I know it's not supposed to be too hard, but this Gohan Ginyu Force team just absolutely demolishes this event. Like, back when like the LR Goku and the LR Frieza events came out, those were tough. Like, especially that LR Goku event, you could only use Super Strikes, and at the time, I think there were only 3 intelligent Super Strikes. So you were bringing AGL types into an event that would one-shot neutral typings. So you would just get demolished if you had to block with an AGL type. But this event, because you can use the Gohan and the Ginyu Force team, it's nothing. Like, you can just not even pay attention to the screen and just tap. Like, that's what I've been doing so far. I am not almost done. I'm a little under halfway done with the 777 medals. I've done the other steps. I'm probably not going to SA 20 him because he's honestly not, in my opinion, good enough to spend that much time on. But I am for sure, I've already rainbowed him, and I am for sure going to get him to LR, hopefully by tomorrow. I'm just going to run the event a couple times on video because, like I said, practice for, making these. I'm just really disappointed that I wasted so much time farming units that I thought would be useful for the event. Because when we first heard about this, I thought you would only be able to use future category farmable units. So I farmed up some future category units, or at least what I thought would be. And then they turned out to A, not be future category units, and B, you could use other units. So I farmed up that Super Strike Xeno Trunks, and I put a bunch of orbs into him, gave him full abilities. Hindsight, very bad idea. And I farmed up that AGL Cell and did the same thing, which was also a very bad idea, because those units are very, very bad, and I am not going to get those orbs back. But, yeah. See, even with that Gohan, he's still doing half a health bar with type disadvantage. And this Trunks, if he supers, he hits for like maybe 70k, so there's no difficulty in this event whatsoever. You can just bolt through it. So what I've been doing, I dropped the Jace, because honestly, he didn't hit hard enough to merit his seeing where the super attack passive is, and I instead brought LR Frieza, because he can tank, and if you do manage to get off his attack and he crits, he will one-shot the event, which is almost better. Well, it is better. It's entirely better, what am I saying? So, this is the last phase already. Been met with no difficulty. We probably won't beat it this turn, but next turn for sure. We might beat it this turn if the Gohan crits. But this event is just feels like a year 1 Dokkan event, and we're on year 4. So maybe not the best event. I love how even Guldo in this event. Guldo is like secretly the MVP of this event. If he crits, he'll get like 800k and damn near one shot. So, there's that. How Guldo is more... Oh, there's Birder getting a crit for health bar. And an additional to wrap it up. That's 1 down. So, 7 medals, usually what I've got. I've gotten 15 once, 10 twice, and 5 a bunch of times. Never any 20s, which is terrible, because if you get a 20, that's like 5 or 4 runs if you get 5 every time. But honestly, you should be getting 7 most of the time. Now, with the Trunks drop, his drop rate is not that bad. Like, I know the first one is not guaranteed, but what happened to me is I didn't get him the first time, I got him the second time, and then after that, every other run, I got a drop. Like, literally, I'd not get it one time, get it the next, for like that many times in a row, until I got him up. So I'm at 299 medals. I'll probably be able to grind it out by tomorrow. So I could maybe do a showcase tomorrow if I pull the Gohan, if that's something people would be interested in seeing. I'm just going to run this a couple more times, testing out audio and all that. Let's take a tech team this time, which also just plows this event just as easy. It's times like this I wish I had gotten that Jiren to SA10. I mean, I could do it now, but I can't be bothered because there's more important things to grind. Well, I guess there's more important things to do in general than play Dokkan, but there's more important things to do in Dokkan at the moment. So, really with this team, you do need the key, because that SS3 Goku is your hardest hitter if he gets his passive off. Well, I guess the LR Goku would, but he doesn't get a super off very often. That's why you need the key. So the people who are actually going to super most of the time are just the Guldo and the Bulma, maybe the Kaba. And they hit relatively hard, but if you don't get super attacks with LR Goku and the SS3 Gokus, it's going to take you a while. And the Candy Vegito is just here to dodge, so he's not all that useful. Okay, mine got his passive off, which kind of sucks because the friend is rainbowed and mine has, I think, just the free crit and none of the stat boost. Like, I just got the bare minimum. Let's see how fast this can go through it. I think my fastest time was with the Ginyu Force team, but this team averages at about 3 minutes. And the Ginyu Force averages at about 4. So this is a little bit faster unless you get lucky with crits, in which case it's like a minute slower. So it's not that big of a deal, it's just personal preference, honestly. Just kind of sad you can't actually run the Trunks in the event because there aren't like enough free-to-play units that are just drops in the future category to run his team, and he doesn't give a boost to any other type. So you're stuck with running the Gohan Force or Super Tech. I guess you could run other teams, but then you risk, you know, not just plowing through it, and I'd rather just plow through it. There is, oh, almost one shot. Let's see if the Bulma can finish it. No, probably not. Maybe if she gets an additional with a crit. No additional. Candy Vegito I know won't do it, because I only gave him dodge, so he couldn't get an additional super. Probably should have supered with Candy Vegito. And there's the dodge. Alright. Now we gotta waste this turn, but the passive didn't go off, so it's not that big of a deal. Here we go. His passive, I think, is a 50% proc. It happens more often than not, but it still seems to happen in the early stages when you don't need it, and not later on when you could actually use it. There's a nice almost 1 million with barely any health left on him. That was kind of a waste. I love that art for the LR. It's really good art. I love, the art's been definitely stepping up recently. Honestly, the most underrated art that nobody talks about is the physical Goku from the Turles event, the Awakening for that. With the way he's throwing it and the Turles is just standing in the background. That card, they gave mad effort on the art. His super attack animation is honestly better than the Turles animations. His art, probably better than at least the transformed Turles and the Great Ape Turles. No, they've been, at least for hero units, stepping up the art. Extreme units, they're not bad, but like the Lord Slug art is a yikes. I don't know. Other than that, they haven't released too many extreme types recently, have they? I know I'm missing something. I feel I'm gonna remember it after I'm done recording and feel real dumb. But there's nothing I can do about it now. I would say leave a comment, but I'll remember it on my own. There's the passive, but no key. Oh, wait. Candy Vegito over in Flash. That's why I brought him. How could I forget that? Let's see if he can do his other purpose and dodge. And then I screwed up the key, but I don't care. I know this is a waste, but honestly, there's tournaments like 3 times a year, so it's not a big deal if I waste some key items right now. Alright. Let's see if Candy Vegito can end it. Definitely not. That attack stat is weak. Alright. He didn't dodge, but now Goku will end it here. And there's 2 runs down. Let's see how many medals we get this time. 7 again. You're really going to get 7 most of the time. So it shouldn't take you too long to farm the event. Honestly, I recommend just farming up the Trunks. Get the 15 copies. Or is it 14? 14 copies. Is it 14? Yeah, it's 14. And then awaken him once. Just get him to LR. Keep him at SA10. And if you pull the Gohan, don't bother rainbowing him or like getting him to SA20. But if you don't pull the Gohan and you really want to run the category, I'd say go for it. It's going to be tedious. It won't be difficult, but I can't personally see myself doing it again. Like maybe for the LR campaign, like with the LR Frieza. I remember when I did it all legit for the first one, SA10 rainbowed, and then I didn't have him SA20, I had him SA10. when they released the Ginyu Force double drops, I just grinded that shit out in about 3 hours and had him SA20 right after that. So I'm probably going to wait for that. But that'll do it for this video. I don't know when I'm going to release this, before or after the summon video, but I do plan to summon for that Gohan. That's about it. See you guys.